What's that? Oh, yeah.
Here comes Phil. Oh, too bad. Too bad. It's time to start talking. How's it going?
Fucking sucks.
All right. Speaking of sucks,
Me.
Hour of the Barbarian. I'm Chris Dodge.
Phil Vera.
Ryan Harkins.
How's it going?
And we're,
Good.
What's up, gentlemen?
I'm just staring at this wonderful dwarf zig.
You're looking at Ryan's jug.
I'm looking at Ryan's jugs.
The ladies call it dwarf zig.
Yeah. But this wonderful single hop American wheat dwarf zig, 4.7 on the Richter alcohol scale. And we haven't opened it yet, but
Yeah, this is a brand new
That's the
beer.
whole point.
They just released it yesterday.
Oh,
so
wow.
this is like, I guess yesterday would be as new as it gets,
yeah.
but this is
Yeah.
pretty close.
So it's like day-old bread,
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah. Hopefully just not as stale.
Yeah.
like the donuts they put in the what do they re-roll them? Don't they? Like the
Oh, I don't know.
I think so.
Really? You just
like
put them in there, it crushes them up and like
re-donuts them.
reconstitutes them in the new donuts?
It re-donuts.
So that's how
Really?
those places stay afloat.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I like
smart.
it.
Or either that or I'm just totally full of shit, which you never know.
Hey,
But back
So-
to this dwarf sig. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so this is from Eagle Rock Brewery.
our lovely
And
friends over at Eagle Rock.
how did you get this? Tell us the story.
Well,
tell us the tale.
I sent Jeremy a text message.
Yeah. And said, give me
Beautiful
some,
story,
give me
right?
give me some fucking beer.
That's wonderful.
Well, we've been friends with these guys. They opened around the same time we did at
Who's
Gorilla
we?
Mall. Gorilla Mall.
Okay.
Gorilla Mall.
Gorilla Mall.
And,
that's what my son Max, who's now 13, up until about a year ago, when I would say Gorilla Mall, he thought I was saying Gorilla
Gorilla Mall.
Mall.
Yeah.
And he was trying to figure out like why is it called Gorilla Mall?
Why have we never been
like
there?
why is it called Gorilla Mall and why haven't we been to the Gorilla Mall?
So is there a
I
gorilla?
want to see the
Is
gorillas.
there a gorilla Foot Locker
Yeah, exactly.
and a gorilla Verizon Wireless?
Gorilla Hot
T-Mobile,
Topic.
Yeah. It's a whole.
The gorilla dots.
Gorilla Torrid. I think Torrid would. I think Torrid's a better store for the gorillas than Hot Topic because the
Yeah,
gorillas
yeah.
are a little girthy.
Yeah,
for the most,
we're not being fucking
girthy.
sizes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
They're just,
not being sizes towards gorillas.
they're
so.
just
So
rather-
all you zookeepers, fuck off. Just hold your hate mail.
yeah, great. We're gonna get flooded with
I know.
zookeeper hate mail.
Yeah, like
Versus giving a
Jane
shit.
Goodall's family is gonna write to us. Like, how dare you?
Truly,
Okay.
yours truly, the Goodalls.
Sincerely yours, in disgust, the
Jane,
Goodalls.
Jane, Brandon, David, and Curtis Goodall. Jacob Goodall. Fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
We gotta open
well,
this motherfucker because
Yeah, these
Yeah.
guys. So these guys. I mean,
Shall
we
I-
became really great friends
While
with
we're
these
talking-
guys.
Yeah,
and
make it happen. Make the
and,
magic
uh,
happen.
not only like the first craft
Did you
beer
get that reaction?
in Los Angeles.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
We're not paying any attention to what Ryan's saying.
That's
We're
He's
just
like,
we're
I
just
was at the
goofing on
park
the whole
and
thing.
I
we
got
were
distracted.
hanging out.
Yeah, like blah blah.
We're playing volleyball.
I'm like peering over my seat to see how that beer looks. Beautiful.
I don't even know if I'm pouring it correctly.
Okay. Okay. So what were you saying?
But yeah, so these guys, we became real fast friends with these dudes. I
thank you.
play drums in their band.
Which band was this?
It's a cover band. We do it
Oh,
for like
yeah,
every
yeah.
year. There's a Brewers Battle of the Band.
Right. I missed that one last year, man.
Yeah, it's that's always a hell of a time.
rager.
But yeah, they're just great friends of ours, great people, and I just happen to think that they also make the best beer in Los Angeles.
Cheers to that.
So this is damn near pure torture for me. See, I just want to put this out here. There were some people that I talked to some people who listened to the first episode, and they're like, "Dude, you
Cheers.
started drinking again." And I'm like, "No. I guess it did come off that way. I am not partaking in this adventure."
So basically, you were like our drug mule.
Yeah,
But
essentially.
you're our beer mule, except you didn't have to keister this whole this
God, that would've
this whole
sucked.
thing. Yeah, if you can see this growler,
I mean, I think
it's like the
I
world's
could,
largest butt plug. That
I
would
think
really
I
hurt.
could get it
if
in
you had
there.
to smuggle that.
I think I.
Well,
could.
I don't doubt your skills, but you know,
It's
I'm just
skills.
glad you didn't have to.
I
Yeah.
know.
So here we go.
That looks damn good. That looks like a perfect day drink.
Ah, it's good. It's light.
I just did what I hate on all beer podcasts.
Do they do that?
Oh my god.
The
Yeah, and hear the. Hear that like there's like it's basically like silence. They open a beer and they all share it, and you hear.
Well, maybe if you stand up, you can hear it go down your whole like esophagus, and maybe have it like so
that
down your guts.
I love beer like that. Dude. I mean, you don't even have to sip it. You just know that's gonna be a light, refreshing.
Yeah, it's good,
Just
man.
a killer summer
good.
beer.
Lovely.
It's also like 95 degrees outside, so I mean that's like perfect.
Yeah.
And
Perfect beer.
I mean,
Good summer
honestly, the Dwarfzig logo is like the Danzig logo.
Yeah.
Which is
I-
pretty amazing.
So are they implying that he's short? What's going on?
Factually, I believe they're just stating this. They're stating, it's a dwarf hop that they use,
okay.
and I can't remember the name of it.
So they might have
Jerry
like,
Low.
they might have like a
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
like
Jerry Low.
so the,
Yeah.
Is Jerrylo?
is it Jerry?
Yeah.
Jerry Low or
Jerry-
Jerry Low?
So
Jerry
there's like
Lonely?
multiple Danzig.
Yeah, no, it's Jerry only.
Lonely.
Yeah, Jerry
Jerry
only.
Jerry only hops.
They use Jerry only hops for the
For the
dwarf
Dwarfzig
Sig beer.
Yeah,
It's good.
that's it.
Well, now I'm wondering.
hey, BJ's good.
Well, now I'm wondering if they're gonna do like an Udo one and a Klaus Meine one. You know, like all the dwarfs
That
in,
would
in
be
metal.
Phenomenal.
Now there's-
No, for the set.
Yeah.
Or like one for the band, the Dwarves.
Yeah. That'd be good
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Then I mean, no, I see. Well, I was gonna say Dio, but you don't want to talk ill of the dead. That guy was like the greatest human
Oh,
being
you had
to ever live.
to say that.
But it'd have to be like the greatest beer ever made. It would have to be like
Yeah.
untouchable beer, the Holy Diver.
Yeah.
Call it the Holy Diver. That's it. I don't want to. I got nothing else more.
Well, yeah.
Metal
No,
ones.
no more
Really
riffing
nice
on
guy.
that one.
Well, yeah, we're gonna be drinking these and probably getting stupider as we go.
Yeah.
But
Dwarf Sig. What's the ABV on this? Where are we at? Does it even say?
I think it's
Just says
4.7.
Oh yeah, 4.7. Okay, it'll be a while.
I know
It'll be a
so.
while before we
Yeah.
degrade into.
yeah. Well, we have a few other ones that we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll open-
They hooked it up for this.
I'd say the second segment we'll get into the other
Yeah.
couple of the other.
Yeah.
Ones.
Eagle Rock Brewery.
I mean, if anybody
I
out there
love you
listening to
guys.
this has not been, it is. I mean, the best brewery in all of Los Angeles. I mean, these guys started craft beer in Los Angeles. They are like the reason it exists here.
Yeah.
They helped repeal laws to make it possible to brew beer in this city and sell beer in the city. They
Amen.
they did God's work. They continue to do God's work, making the best beer in this.
So
entire
everybody
city.
owes them basically.
Essentially.
You owe it to them.
Yeah.
No, really, you
Yeah,
owe
like,
them.
Even their those guys over at Golden Road, man, they
yeah.
they owe Eagle Rock everything. They owe their selling out to
Yeah.
AB InBev. All
Thanks to you, we got to sell out.
yeah, thanks to you, we're
Yay.
millionaires now. We still continue to make shitty beer, but
Yeah. It's like in 7-Eleven now too, right?
I haven't drank
Yeah.
for a year and a half. I still hate Golden Road. I mean, I feel whatever. This is going on record. Whatever. That beer is just not
Yeah.
tasty. The only
They-
brewery I've ever been to where I preferred drinking wine. Like
Yow.
legitimately, that's
Wow,
I'm
that's
not
serious.
joking.
They serve it at the Rams games.
Do they? Yeah.
I had Golden
that's
Road
right.
while I was there because I'd rather have that than like Bud Light at least.
Yeah.
You know?
If
That's
the thing. If I
mean,
if I have a choice, like I'm at a Dodger game or something like that, and they have the Golden Road versus the Bud, I'm
What's the one?
obviously gonna.
Sessions IPA.
The
Even
Wolf
though
Pup
they're
is
yeah, the Wolf
their
Pup is good.
flagship IPA, and
Wolf
that's-
Pup's a good one.
I
I think they have a lot of good beers, but I mean, just for me because I'm, that indie guy. I'm like, oh, you fucking sell out. I that would be my last choice if
I'd
I had
rather
any.
just
But
drink
it's
the
my
Bud.
first choice if it was Bud or something else. So,
Yeah, But either way, we're not get into brewery politics. I
No,
guess.
come on.
Yeah, yeah, come on. Can we all just get along?
Yeah.
There's plenty of that to be had.
Pretty neutral
Uh-huh.
here across the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that, Golden Road. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Well, shall we move
So,
on
yeah.
to one of the main topics we're going to talk about today,
Oh.
which is obscene
Obscene
extreme.
Extreme
This
Which,
is
2017.
oh
which,
my
uh,
god.
which we're looking
Just-
at.
yeah, I got the program.
We got
from
the
that.
program here.
I brought the program because there was no way I was going to remember everyone who played. Not like I'm going to list every band who played, because I think there's 69 bands who played.
Whoa.
Oh my
Purposely?
god, it's a good number.
I think so. I would not be surprised. I didn't really pursue that.
Like,
but
what
yeah,
if the 70th band was like fucking like Anthrax or like Slayer or something? Like, sorry,
like,
man.
no, we have to cap it at 69.
69's booked.
Otherwise,
I mean,
it's not obscene nor extreme.
nothing extreme
Sorry.
about 70.
Yeah.
It's so Ghost cannot play
Yeah.
Obscene Extreme this year. Sorry.
No, you got to hit the bricks.
I don't know what accent that
Yeah.
was.
Sorry, Choke by Own Vomits is the
Ghost.
number 69 in Ghost. You're gonna have to
Vomits.
you're gonna have to hit the road. And I did see Choke by Own Vomits.
No way.
Yeah, I almost brought you guys back shirts, but I blew it because I got distracted. And then when I went
course.
back later, of course, and they had 3 different designs.
Tell me it was sold out. No way.
What
shirts?
The shirt? No, I think they just packed it up. I mean,
I was like, oh my god, those shirts were in that high
well,
demand.
it could be. You never know. I mean, maybe they just sold out so quickly.
That's
No banana play?
In the past.
Oh,
there's
this
like
is-
testimonials and stuff in that booklet.
Wow, this is a crazy.
There's a
booklet.
little full color booklet that they hand out to everybody that it lists all the bands and the set times and all that, and then there's like little testimonials that are written up by previous bands who played in the past. Who
Damn.
say this is the greatest festival of all time,
how
which is
was-
true.
How was Choked by Own Vomits?
Choked by Own Vomit. It was kind of what you'd expect.
So
Really.
like,
Yeah.
like gutturals,
You know, a little
tin
bit.
can snare
little,
drum.
little bit brutal. Kinda a little bit on the brutal side, I guess you could say.
I can't.
I wonder
me,
if they sound
but-
like there's that other band called Sucked Off with Vomit. Have you heard that one?
Oh, what?
Off with vomit. The worst part is I believed every second of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, oh, sucked
Whoa.
off with vomit. Okay.
We're gonna hear their stuff.
Well, parentheses MX. I think it's the Mexico Sucked
yeah.
Off with Vomit.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Like the disgorge Mexico and disgorge America. I
Yeah.
love that, man. So who is, first of all, who is this Kirby guy? Because he's the brains behind the whole
Yeah,
operation,
yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What,
Spelled Kirby, pronounced Chirby.
oh, Chirby.
Yeah. And he's been doing this for I think this might have been the 19th year because I think number 20 is next year.
Damn.
If that's
That
not
is
if that's
insane.
not it, it's close to it. But he's been doing it forever. I met him probably 10 years ago or so, and he's been hitting me up every single year, like, oh hey, whatever band I'm in, you need to come out, play Obscene Extreme.
So you wink wink on
Is
Trappist?
Is he,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
he
exactly.
a hardcore guy or is he a metal guy or just kind of a little of both?
Yeah, he's
or-
into everything. He's a hardcore guy. He's a metal guy.
Just
He's
everything.
He knows it all. You know, he's kind of like one of those guys who's a fan of everything. He's a cool guy. He gets it. He treats everybody really well. Every band I've known in the past who's played it has been really happy with it. Said it's very well run. They had a great time, and exact same for me. Had the best time. Totally took care of us. Stayed in a cool hotel that was like 3 miles from the venue. And this town, well, first of all, you fly into Prague. Then we had to get in this van. Excuse me. I think it's that. I think it's. Do you have a cough button?
Yeah. Might be that
This is
Pepe's.
professional. Yeah, it's that Pepe's taquito burrito I just had.
Oh boy.
So good.
That was
Still
badass.
hurting from that one.
Yeah.
Pepe's on what's the
Valley.
Valley.
Pepe's Valley Boulevard, Alhambra, California. If
Yeah.
you're looking to just completely blow your toilet out, go ahead and head over to Pepe's. Tell them Ryan sent you.
Yeah. Tell Ryan sent you.
That one's on the house. Next
That one's
one.
on the house. Holy
Next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. First one's free. That was a
Like,
crack.
like hand
spot.
jobs.
Yeah.
First one's
First
free.
one's always free.
So the hotel.
So anyhow, no.
Is it-
So
my mind is like
yeah,
being bombarded.
my
with
point.
questions
My
right
point wasn't the hotel actually, but and I don't even know why I brought it up.
Let's just
But
talk.
wait,
Let's just talk about the hotel.
let's just
now.
talk about the hotel.
What was the decor?
Well, there was a bed. Okay, actually, one thing that was interesting about the hotel is that it would never fly in the States. There's so many things about this whole experience that you'd never see in the States.
Pet roaches.
Yeah. No, it's actually very clean. But the thing about this hotel is it had these 2 windows that kind of swiveled on the side, and they would open inward, and there were these huge panes of glass that were like. There was a smaller one and a bigger one. The bigger one was like something like 8 by 6 feet.
Gee, damn.
You could open it open it all the way.
So suicide.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We were on the 10th floor. You could easily
Wow.
jump out, accidentally fall out. If we really wanted to be rock stars, we could have pushed all the furniture out the window of this hotel room. If we really wanted to be like, Led Zeppelin or whatever,
That's
and live the
fucking
glory
crazy.
days and pretend we were total
Some-
assholes.
Like here, you can only open like a quarter of a centimeter.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was crazy. Also, the locks on the doors, they gave us a key, and you use the regular key to open the door, and then when you're inside the room, the only way to lock it is with the key. So if you
don't want to let razor rape in your
Yeah.
door.
no, but conceivably, and there's only one key like per room, even though two of us were staying in each room. So either Joe or I had to have the key and keep track of who had it. So conceivably, one of us could have locked the other one in the room and just left, because there's no way to open it from the inside without the key.
That's
So I could
weird.
have left the room, locked it, and kept him in there all day. Which
that's
probably
probably a
was-
good thing.
Probably not the worst idea.
So it was you and Joe, and then Georgie and
George and Matt, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in a separate room. But yeah, so that was fun.
So what's the time? I mean, you fly, you land.
Yeah,
You get
Fly,
to the hotel.
land, get in van, drive 2.5 hours to Trutnov, which is this small mountain town. It's up in the hills. It was cold the whole time. It rained half the time, surprisingly.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I wasn't prepared for it. I brought a really thin, long sleeve kind
Trunks.
of faux flannel shirt.
Well, it has been like 105 over
Yeah,
here, so you just
exactly.
kind of
Yeah, just
assume.
because LA's the center of the world, so
Right,
course.
everything
Hey,
revolves around that.
if it's 100 degrees here, it's gonna be. I can wear shorts
You
everywhere,
brought
right?
like 4 half shirts and some
Yeah.
thongs and a.
I only brought tube tops and thongs. But yeah, so
Oh yeah, here's like the layout.
lot
Jesus.
colder than I thought.
You see that?
Yeah, this is
And,
like huge.
Damn.
The grind
Look at the
market.
map. The grind market, basically the bootleg market.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah,
All
pretty much.
kinds of just everything like municipal waste gear.
Yeah, just
all
like
that stuff.
anything,
Oh,
anything you
beautiful.
want, anything goes. Just like the white on black. Just
Yeah.
typical like bootleg
Children's
shirts.
corner. Children's corner.
I didn't make it there.
Take your offspring with you.
No.
Wait. Okay, wait. I got to read this.
Is that a joke?
I'm just going to read it the way it says it. Take your offspring with you, too, so they can also enjoy the festival ride.
No.
They, THAY.
So
don't know.
they're encouraging kids seeing razor rape,
think
anal
so.
grind.
No, just everyone bringing their family. There were some families there.
Whoa,
A couple.
man, Eastern Europeans.
There's
know how
all
to
yeah,
rip.
there's also a lot of naked
There's
people.
only one stage.
Yeah.
Really?
The what?
There's only one
one
stage.
Yeah, it wasn't multiple stages. There's one main stage,
Jesus.
Crazy.
and the sound
like
was
400 ba- or
the
60.
sound was awesome.
It sounded good on the
Yeah,
video. Watch
whoever
some of the
they
video.
hired for the sound, I mean, it was like the best concert you've ever been at. Like all of the bands sound good. That's what was cool about it, is that you've got bands playing from 10 in the morning till 3 in the morning, and they don't do that usual, Dick festival move where all the opening bands sound shitty, and then when the headliners come up, it sounds
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, they
Like,
get the real board.
yeah. No, it's every single band sounded great.
Damn.
Whether it was just like porno grind, mincecore or whatever.
Even Acid for Cum, they got a good sound. That's gonna be my. I already have my
There you
name,
go. Yeah.
and I told you the Roped in Half. That's the title of the record. So I'm ready with the Trappist. Plus the porno grind, you get the
Yeah,
4
yeah,
bands in one.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know about you
package.
guys, but I'm already working.
I
on
would, yeah, my
our
the one
work.
I'm working
The
on
package
is
deal.
it's either chud or shart or sharted
Short. Yeah.
or
I'd
shart
Sharded Alive.
or
Sharded
sharded.
alive?
I was gonna say like sharded to death or sharded at birth. A little
Sharded
bit like
al-
butchered at birth.
Sharded Alive just sounds kind of like, whoa, you survived that.
After eating
Or-
Pepe's,
or it could-
Valley Boulevard, Alhambra, California.
Yeah. Or it could be like Kiss Alive. It could be
Oh,
like
true,
Sharded's
yeah.
live
Oh,
album.
dude.
Sharded Alive.
Sharded Alive
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Sharded Alive 3. We give God gave rock and roll to you.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll to
I mean, you sent us some pics from the first night, which just absolutely enticed
Yeah.
me, and
What was that clown? Something.
Selfie the clown.
Selfie the
Selfie-
clown.
and
I
this
think
was-
he's from Israel.
Is he in there?
Yeah, he's in there.
let's-
Look
He's
towards
in the
beginning.
program.
He is he's in the Freak Festival.
A little more.
Oop,
A little bit, yeah.
Wrong.
Thank you.
Oh,
Here.
here you go.
You're messing up this whole thing.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
messing
one,
up
si-
our-
one
messing up
side
our-
is
you're messing up our
Czechoslovakia
flow.
and the other side is in English.
Dick
I
pics.
just-
No, he's from Israel. Selfie the clown.
Oh, he's from
This
Israel. Wow.
this guy was
And
stapling
yes.
his dick to his thigh in the
and
video
yes,
you sent us.
he was circumcised.
Thank God.
Anyhow, yeah, that was interesting.
No sleeve, no sleeves out there.
I mean, were people into it? I mean, were people getting down with it? Like,
There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people checking it
It looked
out.
pretty,
"Dude,
it looked
Riss,
pretty crowded.
Fuck your
Like,
dick
Oh
up.
yeah.
Fuck your dick up, dude. It's too normal now. I mean, like, what
Like-
the fuck?
punish your cock.
That's so fucked
Yeah.
up, man.
So no one knows what you're referring to, so I'll explain.
Yeah, explain.
So Selfie the clown.
Okay, let's move on to something else.
Oh, you guys listening to it in your office and in your cars. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just for.
Go
No,
on.
Selfie the clown does a lot of just basically self-mutilation sort of stuff, and kind of like if you remember in the '90s that whole Jim Rose Circus sideshow
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It's basically like that, and at
But
the
it's a
time,
one.
It was just one dude. One dude doing all that stuff himself, and he's got like this whole array of like different needles and power tools and things, and he's just like drilling himself, sticking it in his face, his chest, like sticking things through his
God
skin
damn.
everywhere, taking like a huge like stick, like a some metal tool, and jabbing it in the side and just digging.
He was like
digging,
the dude
digging.
in high school or like in your grade school that would flip his eyelids
Yeah.
up and squirt milk out of him,
Yeah,
basically like that, like that dude.
Yeah.
all grown up essentially.
And he had,
Aw.
and he had a microphone the whole time, and he could say, how deep can you go?
Oh no!
Now is time for how deep can you go? And he just starts just digging something into his side, and we watch the blood come out. How deep can you go?
I'm gonna fucking pass out, man.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
And then,
What the fuck?
and then, he had a
Does he have a soundtrack for this? Is there like music going on? Or
I
is it
think
just
there
him
was some
grunting?
music.
Hulk
I think-
theme, maybe?
Yeah, I think
Bring that back.
Yeah, I think the Hulk theme was playing underneath it.
This is
He walked off sadly into the
best-
forest after his performance.
in this
Looking for a new
program.
town.
Yeah.
There's like a quote from this is great. I have prepared with some new special treats inspired by the spirit of this festival, together with some old favorite ones for the upcoming volume. Just ask yourselves, what will happen if Selfie accidentally finds a toolbox? What the fuck?
Yeah. So he,
This is in the program.
so old favorites and new ones. So he was playing the hits. I guess he was.
God.
It was like
Sounds like
it was
it.
like a best of with. Here's a new one. Here's a new one. Here's a new one where I nail my balls to a block of wood,
yeah, there was like
which he did do.
There was a power drill dildo involved. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah. There's
Oh,
a
he had
huge-
trouble with that.
Yeah, he's a
In-
huge power drill with a giant black dildo at the end. Stuck it in his butt.
Oh,
Turned it a few times. He was having trouble maneuvering it because it kept flopping over. and
yeah, it
all
was.
that. Yeah.
And the,
I'm like, oh,
not,
poor
not,
guy.
Not like I watched it.
Yeah, it was kind of like if you're playing a song and you're slightly out of tune. It's like, oh,
man, yeah.
it didn't go in my ass the whole time.
God, I was hoping.
I showed the wife. She loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
she loved
You see everyone's
it.
disappointment there. Oh
man.
no, it's good. This guy. Okay, well, the next thing better.
You're like, all right, well, hey, son, do you want to go get some cotton candy?
yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the kids are over at the
exactly.
kid tent.
You just Selfie the clown. You disappointed my son.
Yeah. And then shortly after that, so he kind of something dropped out of his butt. It was like a little tube of some sort. He picked it up. What is this? What is this? And he starts unwrapping it, and it's like a blow-up doll, like a mini blow-up doll that was
In his ass.
Crammed
that was
in
that was in his ass like for half the performance.
So the dildo got it
And then
out.
then he blew it up.
Maybe at the end of the black dildo was like a little hand that grabbed it
Could be.
Maybe like those
Yeah.
The grabber claws.
Yeah,
or
like a
whatever.
Oh
grabber
yeah,
claw.
yeah, like the grabber. Yeah.
it grabbed the whatever that was, a little toy or
Oh, it's
whatever.
it's like the alien from Alien. It came out of the dildo. and-
yeah,
and
yeah,
grabbed, it
yeah.
grabbed the,
and grabbed it and pulled it in and then.
Oh my god! So this guy that starts it off.
Let me-
That's
Yes,
what,
that was
that's
the
what-
first night.
That's
The-
what kicks the fest
Well,
off.
that was the first night I was there. Yeah.
And
he was the only thing.
No. There
Oh.
were a bunch of bands. In fact, right before him, there's a band. Where they called?
Oh, yeah, here you
Holy, let me look. I think they're called Holy Moses. Is that who it is? And I
that
feel
sounds very innocent.
I feel dumb asking because supposedly I guess they've been around since 1981.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
Yeah, Holy Moses. This band from Germany, like this thrash metal band. They were so good.
Really?
Yeah?
So good. And for all the years, especially in the 80s, when I started getting into hardcore and fast music and whatever, tape trading, just looking, and I was constantly on the hunt for everything obscure. I was into
Yeah.
all the overseas stuff, everything in Italy, the Wretched, all the bands like that, just all the bands from Finland, everything from Europe. And then, getting into some of the thrash metal stuff. I'd never heard of this band.
Yeah, it's
but
brand new one.
80s, huh?
yeah, but apparently they've, one of these old school thrash metal bands.
So
and
they were
they were
Italian
good?
or
They were damn good.
German.
yeah,
German thrash.
German. They were so good. It's funny. Their singer was this woman who, she'd sound like a witch when she'd do her in between song banter. And
Nice.
yeah, like I want to see all you old school thrashers in the pit. And they just launch into just this awesome, just kind of mid-tempo thrashcore sort of thing. It's so
I
fucking good.
misread this one.
The what?
I misread this. It says 1350, but I thought it was so anal grind.
It's like that's so Raven. Oh, that's so anal grind.
That's so anal grind.
So anal
Yeah,
grind.
that's so Raven. That's so anal grind. But it's apparent that I'm sorry, it was the time slot, and it was 1350, which for us is 150. The correct way of doing it. But I thought the
Take
50
heed,
was an
heroes.
S. Yeah. But I kind of like the name So Anal Grind
There's
so much better.
So anal grind.
So
You are
anal
so
grind.
anal grind.
Wow, dude, I don't know any of these bands.
So yeah, there's a lot of there are bands from all over the world. I met people from
Like, what are you looking at attendance wise? Like first night.
I don't know. I'm a
Full of Hell. How were they?
I'm a horrible judge of how many.
Did you see Full of
people-
Hell or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I heard that it was roughly like 5,000 to 6,000. Kind
Damn.
of at the on the,
Wow.
the bigger
Pretty
days.
fucking big, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And that was a good time. It's basically I don't know. It's kind of like a hippie fest, because you got people walking around barefoot,
Naked.
You got naked people. You got like people in every costume you can imagine. You got a person dressed as a banana, a person dressed as a sunflower, someone dressed
it
as
seems like that
Pikachu, a
banana
nun.
guy.
There's
But
like,
banana guy's always there. Every
Banana
video,
guy.
Yeah.
I always see banana guy roaming around or
It's
something.
a pretty solid
there's like
one.
there's like one set there's someone dressed as Darth Vader, someone dressed as a Jedi, and they got up with lightsabers and started doing a lightsaber battle
That's-
during the set, and
sounds like a
then
great
jumped
time.
off. There's like all these inflatable pool toys and stuff that people are throwing all
They're
over.
like getting crowd surfed on them and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was just
Oh, sorry.
wacky.
Who were your
Wacky grind
who were
fun.
your standouts other than like Holy
It's like-
Moses?
I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at the
Yeah.
book.
It's like a little kid's fantasy with grown, like, perverted adults.
yeah, pretty much.
Wait,
Pretty
so
much.
the naked people, I'm just assuming it's like just like anything. It's
like
it's
a
the ones
vil-
you don't want to see naked. I would assume. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was mostly dudes.
Was there like
course.
naked
Of course.
village, or was it just anywhere you could be naked?
Naked Village. Come
Like
to
it's
Naked Village.
It's right next
on
to
the
the-
it's on the
It's
program.
on the map. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
It's on the-
Naked
yeah.
Village.
Oh, where is Naked Village?
drop your kids off at the child village and then head on over to naked.
Head over to
Village.
Naked
Just
Village.
right next to the child's village.
Yeah.
Everybody called them out. Like called out the organizer. Like, hey, that's pretty fucked up. What you guys do over there? It's like, I mean, it's called obscene extreme.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what.
I
Like,
don't know
what
what-
more do you really want from this?
We pretty much spelled it out.
The other thing that struck me about this is that you've got all the most extreme bands in the world and all this gore grind stuff about whatever, just barbaric acts against humanity, and all of the food was either vegan or vegetarian.
That's so weird.
Almost all vegan.
That's so
All
weird.
food was really good, really cheap. Beer was cheap.
Beer was cheap too?
Yeah, and although food wise, it was delicious, but another thing with the whole American standards thing, I don't think they'd get an A.
Yeah.
Wouldn't get an A rating.
You sent us a picture of a guy like naked wearing an apron, and
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, like
all right.
okay, if you visualize a wok that's like 6 feet in diameter, full of potatoes, and a guy who's naked except for like a bib or something, or like, you know, a whatever, smock or something, like a hairy naked dude like stirring it.
The
Stirring-
health department frowns
and
on that.
yeah,
sort of
and
stuff.
it's just out in the open air, and you got like, you know, all these crusties walking by, and
But you wonder if, like, you know how, like, we sometimes in school they grade, like, you know, like 100, of course, is the best, but Johnny got an 87, and he was the best in the class, so he's the A.
on the curve.
Yeah, it's on the
okay,
curve.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
so maybe that was like
The health
That
the
was
health,
their A.
the health codes are graded on a curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, so that vegan one with the potatoes, that's good, but don't go over to the vegan one down there because that guy's ball crabs are all over those quesadillas.
Yeah.
The vegan quesadillas. You don't want to go over there. He's got a C.
yeah, he's got a C, which is like RF.
Yeah. Oh my
But there
god.
lots of beer everywhere. It's funny all around town, all around the country, driving everywhere, beer billboards everywhere. And the one that I like the best, and I wish I'd gotten a picture of it. There's one with like this voluptuous, like African American woman, and it said "feminist edition."
What?
I don't know why, but it was like this beer, but the feminist edition.
Ah.
But like with the busty lady, I'm like, oh, okay. You're all right.
I guess that's their
yeah, like
understanding.
your version of feminism, I
Wow.
guess. All right, well,
Hey.
to each their own.
Oh,
I
did
guess.
you see any Kosham there? That Polish beer, the OK beer?
No.
Kosham?
No.
Okay.
I
Oh.
didn't see the OK beer. I had a lot of OK beer though. As, you
Was
know,
Baltic one of them? I know Baltic's a big Eastern European
no,
beer.
there was, you know, it was interesting because for years and years and years, everyone's been telling me how like, okay, Czech beers are like, that's the shit.
Yeah.
Right? And last time I was in the Czech Republic, in fact, at the time I think it was still Czechoslovakia, I wasn't drinking, so I didn't indulge in anything.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Well, they're
any
known for
better
the
either.
Pilsners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's all you could find was like cheapo
Ah.
lagers and pilsners, and there's not a stout to be seen anywhere. No such thing as an IPA, no such thing as a pale ale or a saison or a
That's
anything.
that's kind of the way it is in all that area. Like,
Yeah.
It's like middle of the road Pilsners. Basically.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I remember being out there in like Slovakia, and I think it was for another in Czechoslovakia. There was another festival, and it was just all pilsners. There was no like. That's pretty much all they had.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
selection, you're just like. Oh,
Which could you
okay.
imagine,
That's it.
like some of the people at that fest if they were like hopped up on double IPAs
Oh, yeah.
and like
Yeah.
all that shit? Oh my god!
Yeah, it
man.
was insane enough already.
A
and then-
train
yeah,
wreck.
yeah, but they, yeah. I mean, my first mistake was buying my first beers from the first gas station we stopped at.
Nice.
Because I'm looking at all these things that I've never seen before. I'm like, oh, awesome! So I grab them all, and they have 2-liter bottles like sodas, but of
See?
beer. I'm like,
They know what
okay,
they're doing. They know
fun,
what they're doing.
yeah, you know what you're doing. And then I cracked one. I'm like, oh, this tastes like a cheap beer you get at a gas station. What do you know?
what do you-
This
what do you
this
know?
isn't the Wonderland
isn't
of
awesome.
What do you know?
So, and of course, after I thought about it a while, I'm like, okay, well, I suppose if I came to the States and the first place I got beer was at I stopped at an A&P,
Right,
and
you might
saw
be
an
inclined to
Arco,
get,
and
like, yeah, you might end up getting like a natural ice. 'cause
Exactly.
You don't
Like a
know any
Rolling
better.
Rock or something.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Best beer in America.
same difference. Once we were in Trutnov, there was one brewery that was in town, the Krakonos, I think is what it's called. That one was really good. That was
Did
a
you guys
tasty one.
actually have time to like go in and sit there, enjoy some beers?
Yeah,
and stuff?
there's plenty of downtime, but there's not a whole lot in that town.
Do the townspeople go to this festival too? Is this like an all-inclusive? Like,
I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't
don't
so.
think so.
I think they just enjoy. I think they just enjoy that people are there and buy a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
For what is it? 5 days?
I think so.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
like that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus, man, that is.
But there's that, and then I would say, strange enough, by far, best beer that I had, Budweiser.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The
I
Czech
saw that little
Budweiser.
picture you
Yeah.
sent.
That's the craziest thing ever. Because if people don't know about this, you gotta explain this. Because
Yeah.
this is absolutely insane.
And I didn't, I should have done a little history on this to figure out if what I'm saying is actually true. But
But
gonna be-
you
what
know
you're about
though?
to say
But
is-
my-
if you're listening to
Yeah.
it, it's true.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah,
true.
exactly.
I mean, that's
well,
all.
it's like most things now in the era of social media. If you repeat it enough times, it
It's
becomes
just
the
true.
truth.
Yeah.
So here's the true story behind Budweiser beer. So back in 1478, in the Czech Republic, there was Budweiser beer, and then 500 years later,
came to America.
yeah, Mr. Bush bought the recipe and changed it into something that was horrible. And I heard that the Budweiser here sued the original Budweiser. I don't know if that's true.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, but there's two different versions of Budweiser in this world, and I'm not talking about Bud Light and Budweiser. I'm talking about there's the American version of all the different Bud
And then-
variations, and then there's the original Budweiser, which is in the Czech Republic, and
Are they,
that one is so good. It was the best beer, especially after
That's
having a
crazy.
bunch of kind of mediocre
But was it,
light lagers, and it was a little bit hoppy, and it was kind of this little spark of like, oh, I taste the hop.
Yeah.
I taste the hop. It's, so it's like
Were
it's like
there-
getting fresh air after
were
being
there,
incarcerated.
were there variations in over there as well, Budweiser, or is it just?
I only
Oh, you
saw
just saw
one.
one?
I only saw one.
We had that. Actually, the Eagle Rock guys, they had one. It was like, I don't know if it was. It was weird. It was like a white. It was a nondescript beer thing, and it was just like original recipe Budweiser. I don't know if like somebody at Budweiser did a small batch or whatever it was, but it was like supposedly the original recipe Budweiser, and we all tried it after the brewery closed one night, and it was the same reaction. Everybody's like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Why don't they make this?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
why isn't
exactly.
this what everybody drinks and knows as Budweiser? Because it's actually a good beer,
Yeah.
which is freaky. I don't understand it. I mean, I guess I'm sure Budweiser's doing fine. They don't need our opinion. I think they
Yeah.
might be doing okay.
So I know you
Well,
can.
maybe if you rate your congressman,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you can find.
That'll do it, right?
I know. I know.
Hey,
You,
Congressman, can you make Budweiser change their shit up?
I know
Thank
you can
you.
find the Czech
Ryan-
Budweiser in the states at certain places, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
I didn't know
I'm
that.
not
That's
sure
cool.
where. I know that's imported, and I've had a few people write to me and say, "Oh yeah, they carry it at the store nearby
That's
and whatnot." So
that's all. We should
so-
definitely seek that out.
yeah, so it is around.
But that's like such a bizarre thing, and not a lot of people know that,
Yeah,
which is crazy. Just it's further proof that what is it? The Bushes are just dumbing
yeah.
down.
Was it
the
InBev or
InBev?
Yeah.
Yeah.
good old InBev?
Good old InBev, man. If they just did a small, I mean, if they were smart, they instead of doing like buying all these craft breweries, they would just make their own small batch of the actual fucking recipe that they started with.
Yeah, exactly.
And they would probably
That'd be
they would totally do an amazing job.
Yeah.
People would be like, well, you know what I respect
You
a
wouldn't
lot
have to.
about Budweiser.
Yeah,
That's
you
great.
wouldn't have to acquire a company for
Yeah.
however many billions of dollars. And
I know, man. It's I mean, Pabst kind of. We're now where I was talking, but like Pabst did this, that in Milwaukee, the people of the city of Milwaukee like made a petition to bring Pabst back to the city, and they did, and they basically are brewing all small batch like original recipe Pabst in Milwaukee, and like the idea is that it's not the Pabst that you get in the can you find in the
Whoa.
stores; it's all their original recipe
it's
stuff.
that's like
separate. Oh, wow.
that's like a hipster like mind warp. Like whoa,
Yeah.
I was drinking Pabst ironically because it sucks, but now it's good. But like hipsters like really good beer, but I'm drinking what's supposed to be a
So-
shitty beer, but it's really what
yeah, that explodes.
just can't comprehend it.
Fedora flies
Yeah,
off.
there's no. It's really good. There's no irony in this. There's no irony in drinking Pabst anymore if it's good. What do I go to next?
Fedora flies off.
Oh, shitbird hipsters.
the
curls.
mustache.
Oh, yeah,
Like it rolls.
It still goes. It goes.
like the cartoons.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Should we take a break and go get those other beers?
yeah.
Yeah, let's take a quick one.
We'll
right.
come back with your best of obscene extreme.
Best
Yeah,
of
I can't wait to tear
Most
into this.
obscene.
We'll be
moment.
back with the best of obscene extreme.
And now a word from Monster Energy.
Yeah.
Energy drink.
And now a Verizon Wireless commercial. We'll be right back.
Now from our sponsor, InBev.
Do you like beer? Do you like lots of beer? Hey, hold on, Phil. Real quick, stop the tape. I think somebody's trying to call me. Hold on, let me answer this real quick. Hello? Eagle Rock Brewery? You say you have more beer? Do you like Pilsners, Pale Ales, IPAs, double IPAs, wit beers, sour beers? How about all the beers? Come down and visit Eagle Rock Brewery, LA's first production brewery since Prohibition. That's at 3056 Roswell Street 90065 in beautiful Northeast Los Angeles. EagleRockBrewery.com.
Here we go. Scoop Dodge here with a news flash. Were you too young to attend Fiesta Grande? Did slap a ham 625 in 6 weeks all stop before you were born? Has capitalist casualties been around longer than you've been alive? If so, it's your chance to relive the glory days of West Coast power violence in Oakland, California on September 22nd, 23rd at the Oakland Metro. The Power Violence Project invites you to the Friday Night Fall Neander Mall on September 22nd. There will be an old-fashioned record swap and punk rock flea market with music, food, and a surprise we're calling the Power Violence Confessional Booth. DJ Eons, also known as Dan Lactose for you Spaz fans, will spin tunes between sets by the newly reformed Gasp, Crom, Redacted, Fractured, and Healer. Tickets are $10 in advance and $12 at the door. September 23rd is a mostly OG night with Infest, Capitalist Casualties, Bastard Noise, Despise You, Amps for Christ, and Concussive. The Power Violence Project will raffle off some cool top-secret collector nerd swag and show a trailer of their West Coast Power Violence documentary. Tickets are $12 in advance and $15 at the door. Both shows at all ages. So remember, kids, Power Violence forever!
Not every ad can be funny. Out now on To Live a Lie Records, the new Occident 7-inch, limited to 300 copies and 100 tapes. 12 songs of unconventional hardcore punk power violence featuring members of No Comply, Suppressive Fire, Gas Chamber, Running for Cover, and Resist Control. Pick up a copy at tolivealie.com. Coming soon, Comp 7-inch featuring Claw, Memory Loss, Low Hangers, and more. Hummingbird of Death LP, Worm EP, and the Marx Brothers Travolta split featuring members of Alarm, Seeing Red, and Hour of the Barbarian's own Chris Dodge. Sidetracked LP is supposed to be coming out, rumor has it, and A6DC Gula Gula split. So go to tolivealie.com and pick up some shit. Thank you. We're recording, so.
Oh, hey, welcome back
Yeah.
to Hour of the Barbarian. Hey, didn't see you there. welcome back to Hour of the Barbarian.
Or I like
Carlos and the Chickens.
I like was
traffic
it
on the 10s.
like KLOS. You ever? I forget who it does it, but he gets way up on the mic. He's like 95.5. Then he's like KLOS, but he always starts. He's like right on that shit. He's like 95.5.
You do like the morning zoo crew thing where it's like, like blah blah blah, the morning zoo crew, and it's got like the like animal sounds, but you can just play like lack of interest, going oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, we need to trigger a bunch of wacky sound
I
effects
was
for
looking around
when we
for
come
some
to some.
maracas or something like to just kind of shakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey!
Hey!
We're back!
All right. Well, we got a fresh palette of beers here.
Wow. Thank you, ERB. Thank you, Eagle Rock Brewery.
Yeah.
Thank you,
for real.
Lee and Eric and Jeremy and Ting and Mel, even though you don't work there anymore, and whoever else
Just
works
everybody just for being consistent.
I love you guys.
Yeah, making the best
Aw,
goddamn beer in the
shut.
city. So
Wow.
the only one I've had out of this whole mix, 'cause these are all new cans here, including the Manifesto. Didn't used to be canned, but that's the only one out of this 4-pack that I've had.
So you're old
before.
school. You had it before it was in cans.
Yeah, before it was
Yeah,
canned.
back in
It's
the day when it was in bottles.
No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah.
When it was in paper.
Yeah, that's when it was real.
I will say one of my crowning moments ever in a brewery was their first batch of Equinox, their sour that they
Yeah,
make out of
yeah.
Manifesto. I think it was the first or second batch, but we were back there one night just having a good time, and they uncorked the keg, which was like about 7 or 8 feet up, and I just stood underneath that fucking barrel, smashing Equinox as it cascaded down. Like one of the finer moments in my
Yeah.
drinking career.
Like
It
one of
was
the-
such a beautiful thing.
One of the McKenzie brothers.
I love drinking career. It's like a
Drinking career.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
went to
solid
school
one.
for that.
He's in retirement now, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Not happily retired.
just like I don't know baseball. I was gonna say just like blah blah blah. He'll be back, but I don't.
Yeah, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a hell of a disease.
Just like it's like Mickey Mantle. It's like
Lou
Yogi
Gehrig.
Berra. He'll be back from the
Like
grave. one of
Tommy
these
John.
days.
Like, just name all the diseases and
Tommy Chong.
surgery.
It's like Tommy Chong.
Like
Just
Tommy
like Tommy
Chong.
Chong.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
which one are you guys gonna start off with?
we got the Manifesto, which is the Belgian style wit beer.
Which actually beat out, I think it was 6 Belgian breweries at a beer festival to win for best Belgian beer.
No,
Fucking
seriously,
crazy.
what does Belgium know about beer? I mean, let's be honest. All right?
Next to nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Next to nothing.
First of all, think about how far away they are. Okay.
From Los Angeles.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought they were like
From
waffle-
us.
First clue.
I thought they were like waffle people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Stick
You
to
and
the
your
waffles,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Speaking of bro, the other brew we have is Don't Maze Me, Bro,
Hell yes.
toasted rice lager, and that's a little.
If you
little-
get that
little-
joke, it means
yeah.
you're older than 20.
Yeah,
Even
it's
though
a-
it was a fairly recent internet sensation. But
That's a little jab at our friends who make GMO
yeah.
adjunct lagers with genetically modified corn. And the next one is
You know what though?
Picture your glasses.
genetically modified corn.
But
We should have
but
just left like 45 seconds of silence
Just
after you
silence.
said that, and then someone
I
should
was
have
just
just farted. That way- Let's just bring it back home with a quick
Yeah.
fart and okay.
but humanely raised.
Yeah.
I heard the corn.
Okay, then we've got the 2 North American Brown Ale.
Whoa, this one's
That's one of their
9%.
from their day tripper session, the 2 North.
it's a 9%er.
And then
Yeah.
this one
You
is
pop that one open first.
some
Now I
Double-
know you're a big
double
IPA,
IPA,
fan, so
yeah.
I mean,
double
the
IPA.
IPA is not a.
You want to go for this?
Yeah.
You want to really fuck up this podcast? Let's go. Let's go for the 9%er
Yeah.
right now.
We'll see if we make it to band practice later.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having my doubts. I'm thinking it might have to happen tomorrow.
Well, we could jam for an hour.
We jam for an hour. That gets at least 100 songs in.
I don't think that's. Oh my god, the skunky. Wow,
Yeah.
that's like that's like the most wonderful armpit you've ever smelled.
Well, they made the can green, so you really know what you're dealing
Eucalyptus and weed and skunk. And
with.
look,
They have. Oh wow. They have like the different
Damn,
amount
yeah,
of
that is
hops and how
skunky.
much they use.
I love it.
Summit, Citra, and Galaxy hops.
Wow.
And this is a 9%er.
Yep.
85 IBUs, which is, they're
What
not
the hell
really
is IBUs to begin with?
International Bitterness Unit, which is like the scale of like Like if you're drinking a session IPA, it's, you know, it goes higher and higher up the more hops and. I mean, dick jokes.
Is that
I
kind of
mean, basically the beginning of this whole episode was dick jokes.
Yeah,
So we were talking about obscene extreme, and that's pretty much just
It's a
an
long
extended
dick joke.
extended
It's
dick
a
joke.
19-year-long festival.
19-year-long dick joke.
fucking it? Well, what did we just open? The Sum, right? Double IPA. That's what we're drinking. I haven't even tasted it yet. You did. Let me see.
My God, that's good.
It's skunky smelling, but not so.
It's so good.
Is it like, does it have like an East Coast IPA kind of taste where it's
No.
No, it's a full fronter.
No, it tastes like the hops are from west-facing hills when they were harvested during
That sucks now 'cause
during the
any-
autumn.
That sucks now because I think anytime we try and say something serious, it's gonna be like,
Asshole.
Yeah.
anything we talk about, try to get
this guy.
serious.
And forget if anyone has tasting notes on this. You know, later.
Yeah.
Oh, what are your tasting notes? Another slide at every other beer podcast I've heard.
Tasting.
I know,
notes?
it's just like tasting notes. Because here's the thing. Here's why I don't like beer podcasts.
Please elaborate.
Which is why we're doing a beer podcast. But,
Right.
But there's other things to tickle.
Hardcore.
Other things that tickle your fancy.
Yeah.
Dick stapling.
But hardcore dick stapling. Hardcore
Black dildo.
Yeah.
Tickles pretty good too.
Tickles pretty good too.
No, here's the thing. Like
Tickles more than the
drinking
ivories.
beer is one of my favorite things in the world. I like to geek out about it. Yeah, obviously. But you know, it's social. It's only fun when you're hanging out with people and drinking and all the talking that occurs while you're drinking.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're just talking about what you're drinking, not good radio.
Worst podcast ever.
Exactly, and that's my biggest problem. Is there's so many, because beer is something I'm passionate about. But then I tried listening to podcasts, and I realized that beer on its own is not interesting.
No, I mean that's,
Beer itself is not of interest. Drinking it is really interesting, but you, as the listener, do not get to drink it while I'm drinking it. So who gives a shit?
Yeah. True.
Yeah. I mean that's the funnest part about drinking. It's the social aspect of it. It's fucking great. It's like one of the funnest things ever. Well,
Yeah.
unless you get and dive down that dark wormhole where you just drink it by yourself all day watching cops marathons. It doesn't sound like anybody I know, but
Yeah. Well, for me, it's Golden Girls, but you know.
oh, Golden Girls.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I was watching TJ Hooker the other night, and I have to say, what's the name? Shatner's wig. It's like so good. So good.
You know, this I don't know.
Sounds
Adrian's-
like a 90s indie band.
Shatner's wig.
Shatner's wig.
Shatner's wig.
That just made me think of the Pete and Pete song. The dog bites.
And I forgot the co-star was Adrian Zmed. Do you remember Adrian Zmed?
No, I don't.
Bachelor Party. He was Dance Fever.
Yeah.
Remember
yeah,
Dance Fever?
Yeah, Dance
Well, I
Fever.
think Danny Terrio was Dance Fever.
Yes.
And then Adrian
He
Zmed,
took
I think,
over?
took over.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember those at all,
I-
Ryan?
Dan-
I might have missed out in
My
Cleveland.
mind went to Danny Trejo. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Big difference.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
I'd
what
love to
the-
see Danny Trejo on Dance Fever.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah,
so
that
That
badass.
sounds amazing.
That's actually a good combo.
Yeah, that is good. Someone's gonna steal that idea. No.
Fuckers. Yeah.
But yeah, this is, I mean, you're exactly right. That's the best part about beer is drinking beer, having fun drinking beer, and talking about it. I feel like when you're talking about beer and getting nerdy about beer, it's almost like collecting baseball cards, collecting records, or the
Yeah.
same thing, because you can start talking about all the. That's like fun as hell. But
I remember when Manifesto was in a bottle. And now it's only in cans.
I had the first edition, nerd.
Collecting insects, stamps, same shit.
It's right up there with collecting bugs.
Burning ants with a magnifying glass. Having
used
bodies
to-
in the basement.
We used to do wrestling figures put them in death matches, and then inevitably just light them on fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which was
It's
like,
all about lighting stuff on fire.
yeah, I mean,
Fuck.
I don't know what like boy does not enjoy.
I used to
like,
I used to have my little like Hot Wheels, and I would put them out in the street and watch cars run them over. And then run out there and look at them like, fuck yeah, this one's just totally smashed. And then put the next one out there and wait. And then it was weird, like if, like 10 minutes go by and no cars ran it over. It's like, I got to put it somewhere
no
else.
fun.
Yeah, no fun. This is no fun.
well, my night's ruined.
Yeah. I think boys are into just things being destroyed. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's fun.
It's cool.
Like
Did you guys ever-
Max would always he would always take things apart, and he was really little, and he'd constantly take things apart. Like, don't take that apart.
Just see what's it's all about.
Yeah, and then I'd say, don't take it apart, and because if you take it apart, we're not putting it back together.
Yeah.
Don't take it apart. What does he do? He takes it apart. Then what does he do? Fix it.
But then you put it
then
back
he,
together.
Then he hands it to me. Fix it. I'm like, no, I told you not to take it apart.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those kids are always like the geniuses, though. They end up they end up being like inventing some new fucking
Oh, yeah.
computer thing or whatever. Like,
Well, it's true. He's totally smart. He's
Yeah.
like crazy smart, and I think that's completely true because he's curious. He's curious about stuff, and
smarter than me at my ripe old age, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Well, dude, all that food you bought. I mean, holy shit.
wow.
Oh God,
That'll
today?
put you on.
Yeah. What? Give us the
Pepe's.
roll
Oh, well,
call of.
Yeah.
I get
Going back to
really
Pepe's.
excited. I get really excited seeing new Mexican food that I haven't been to in Los Angeles. That's like the greatest thing about this city is that I think you could live your whole life and try a new Mexican joint every day of the fucking week, and you wouldn't try all of them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's such a beautiful thing. So yeah, we went to Pepe's, and I got a asada quesadilla, real authentic, asada quesadilla, 2 pastor tacos, what is it? It was a spicy
Machaca.
shredded beef machada taco, and then
machada.
a large carne asada fry.
Yeah. Fuck.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus
I
Christ.
guess
Smart
that's a
decision.
Cleveland pronunciation. of it.
What? How did I say it fucked up?
You said machada.
Machada? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. We do have a fucked up A in Cleveland. And I'm not sure if you noticed that. Like, there's like, if you say like, I'm gonna get my bag. Or like, yeah, it's like a real hard
Nah.
A. And nobody in Cleveland believes they have this accent. And I didn't know I had it until out here with my then girlfriend, now wife, driving, and I told her to take a left on Alvarado. And she looked at me and started cracking up. She's like, what did you just say? I was like, Alvarado. She's like, you mean Alvarado?
Alvarado.
Alvarado, sir.
So we stay on the West Coast, Alvarado.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
So
The
central.
Cleveland A.
Gave me a little chubby.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We gotta get back to Obscene Extreme.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
for a minute,
let's-
because I'm still, there's so many questions.
We were
rattling
actually
in my
just
brain.
jamming some Holy Moses, and holy fuck, that's some
That
pretty
band
good shit.
Yeah.
rips.
The band
And,
does rip.
and I have to say that we clicked on that 1985 demo, which apparently has what was it? Incredibly shit drawing is what someone commented. And
YouTube
I mean,
comment.
it is pretty shitty, but
pretty-
to
It
It's
looks like a
Holy
4-year-old drew a picture of a castle, which is
Yeah.
It was a
fucking
demo.
awesome.
It wasn't meant to be
Yeah.
on the internets.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah, and
for
then,
all
you
to
know.
see. For
No,
all
that
eternity.
band's a ripper,
Yeah.
man.
Holy Moses rules.
Yeah, holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow, holy
Holy
Moses.
Moses.
Yeah. So
Who else was
Should we cut
tearing
to
it
the
up?
chase and get to anal grind?
yeah.
Well,
Well, the problem is I missed anal grind.
Oh my god.
I know.
should we
cut
cut
through the whole
should we
build-up?
cut through the crap
Yeah.
and get to anal grind?
Yeah, oh!
That is so anal grind.
So anal
anal
grind.
grind.
So anal grind.
Such a good show.
Was there anything like just you know when you watch it you're like, good god, why the fuck am I watching this? Outside of the freak show. Like,
No,
I'm talking
no,
about, like, the bands
pretty much just a freak show.
was
Was
it.
that?
That was the most extreme.
Yeah,
obscene
that
and
was the
extreme
most extreme thing that I saw. There was another S&M show thing with people with the flesh hooks.
Oh,
you
like
know?
suspending,
that's
Like,
too
yeah,
suspension and all
through
that?
their like the front and the back of them
oh.
and swinging around and
thing.
everything. And
No, thank you.
that's a funny thing is like going back to Selfie the Clown, that and the whole flesh hook thing. Like in general, I I tend to get squeamish after a while.
Yeah,
and
man.
and I don't enjoy watching that stuff. Like I don't like when in the '90s during the whole Jim Rose Circus sideshow and all that. I didn't seek it out. Like it was around because it was like associated with wasn't it like Lollapalooza and stuff? Yeah.
They would do. If I remember correctly, they were like one of the performers on one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the stuff like that, I would just avoid it. I'm like, man, I just don't have interest in seeing someone, hammer a nail into their penis. I'm not into that. I'm sorry.
That's not appealing.
It's fascinating, just that the fact that someone would actually do that willingly.
And and the idea of how the fuck did you learn how to do that?
Yeah, exactly. How do you train to do that?
What's your regiment looking for?
Yeah.
For the nutsack stapling.
So, but what I was getting at is I saw most of the Selfie the Clown set. I was down getting food at the A grade, vegan stands. Came up in the middle of the set, so I've got this huge thing of gnocchi that I'm eating.
Nice.
And I'm watching this guy like staple his dick, and I'm like, wow. And I was like alternating between like cradling my food with one hand and trying to constantly reach for my phone. Like no one's gonna believe this.
Shit, yeah.
No one's gonna believe this. Like everything that would happen, I'd try and get a picture of it. And I think I was just drunk enough that it didn't bother me. Like obviously I knew that it was like the most horrible thing I've ever seen live in my entire life, but it wasn't like my usual reaction would be after a while, like you just think about it too much and like,
I think,
this is I need to go.
Yeah.
I think if you just know that it's not your dick and balls being stapled or all that shit, you can kind of be like, yeah, it's his.
Yeah, it's not only that, but
Well, that's his.
It's
well,
his.
plus
That's him and his significant
he's
other's
doing it.
problem.
He's doing it to himself willingly. So it's
Yeah.
not like there's a victim.
Yeah.
Something like that would be way too much. But
Yeah.
like the fact that you're doing it to yourself, it's like all you can do is just crack up and be like, "You are so dumb. Like you're the dumbest human I've ever seen, and I'm going to take pictures."
Have mercy on your balls.
Yeah. Lord have mercy on your sack.
Full of Hell. Those guys were probably awesome.
Those guys were
There's your
guys were
typical-
good. Let me see.
Typical acts that a lot of people have
Ghoul
heard
was
of.
Ghoul was great.
Of course.
As always, Rados
stood
de
Oh,
Peral.
yeah. What was
Oh,
that,
my
from
God.
Brazil?
From Brazil, yeah.
Yeah,
I
how
mean,
was
those
that?
guys have been around for like 30 years
forever,
or
man.
longer. Yeah, I finally got to see them. That was a highlight. Discharge,
Oh yeah, how,
one of my
how
all-time
was
favorite.
Discharge?
One of my all-time favorite bands who's gone through many, many rough patches.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, they've recovered a wee bit. I wouldn't say in top form, but who is after everyone has their heyday, and then you kind of tread water
Yeah.
or sink for a while, and then
I think
buoy
they-
up to the top for a while. But
They plummeted for.
yeah. But they were pretty good. But what impressed me is that two of the original guys, Bones and Rainey, the guitarist and bass player, like the original guys were playing with them.
Oh, that's
Because I
cool.
thought it was none of the original guys.
Oh, they're the ones that couldn't come into the country last time, right?
I'm not sure.
I thought
I'm not sure.
thought those were the two that didn't
Okay.
make it, and so they had two other guys.
Oh,
play.
okay.
I think that's
Maybe-
why people were pissed.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
So
That
I
there's no
figured-
original members because when they toured the U.S., there weren't any.
I
so-
figured that Europe would be fine because they don't have to deal with the
Yeah,
visa
yeah.
bullshit here.
Who's
But,
who's singing for them now? Is it the guy from the Verukers or?
No, he's out.
Adrian's
And-
med
Yeah,
from Dance Fever.
I think it's
There we go.
Dwarf Zig.
oh, there we go.
Dwarf Zig is singing for him. It's like Mini Kiss or something.
How about Dan Swig? They could have done Dan Swig. I just thought of that right now.
That's good. I
Let
like
him
that.
let him know when
I
you
like
talk
that.
to him.
Dan Swig.
But no, this guy, I think his name's JJ. I don't know if he's from other bands or whatever, but they were pretty good. But
That's always concerned me about like seeing Discharge, because you've heard like there's so many lineup changes and like
Yeah.
I've still never seen them, and it's they are like probably my favorite band.
Yeah.
Like them and Extreme Noise Terror play like hand in hand with my favorite bands, and like I don't know that I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't want it to get just ruined
Right.
for you. But
no, I was the same way for a long time. They've come through, and in the past, they've toured the U.S. before, off and on, and I've avoided it for that very reason.
Yeah.
Like I just don't want that thing to be tarnished for me. Like to me, they're one of the all-time greatest bands. the Y 12-inch and Hear Nothing, See Nothing, Say Nothing are like two of my favorite records of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And I still listen to them constantly.
They're incredible.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it was actually a pretty good set. And but for me, it was a highlight. I talked to Rainey because to me, his bass tone, especially on that Y 12-inch,
Yeah.
is like one of the sickest bass tones of all time. And
Did
so
he- did
I
he
was just
fill you
like,
in?
and so I talked to him like,
Plug him a little bit?
what did you do? That was one of my few moments of being
What was the answer? Like, I don't remember.
of being fanboy with somebody. I was like, okay, it's one of my all-time favorite records.
Yeah.
Best bass tone ever. What'd you do? He's just like, he just kind of shrugged. He's like, oh, just had a Marshall head and had his Laney cabinet and
What was he playing?
like no pedals. Nope.
Really?
Nope. He just said straight
That's
into a Marshall
awesome.
head.
That's awesome.
I'm like,
Then did
whoa.
he-
And then he started going into like, you know, he's like, well, I think it was like this model and whatever. I'm like, well, I don't know what it is. And I
Yeah.
kind of,
he basically just sounds like he struck pay dirt on accident.
yeah.
Which is
yeah.
fucking cool.
And you know, all those early Clay recordings, there's something about whoever I forget the name of the engineer. There was like a certain
Same
guy,
guy.
One
guy
dude
who
at the
who
time.
recorded like a lot of the early like the Discharge around that era and like the GBH stuff around that era all has that same like really, it's like a beefy sound, but everything's really distinct. Like there's
yeah,
a lot, there's
discernible.
really good separation between the instruments, but it's really full and
Yeah.
you know. But anyhow,
That was Discharge. Yeah, I missed them last time they were out here.
What was their really shitty album? It was like FED or something like that. They
Oh,
kinda
there-
sound
there were a
like
lot of
AC.
them.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
there are a lot. Brave New World. Grave
New World. That's what it is.
Wait, that's a
Yep.
play on words with Brave, right?
And there was what was the one? There's one that has like skulls with like missiles coming out of their mouths or something. I think it was.
Oh, man.
But I remember the album art sort of, but the thing I remember most is there was a song on it called Sexplosion.
Whoa.
really cool.
That's when you know you've reached
You ever
the
had
bottom,
one of those? Then,
bottom of the
You
barrel.
ever had one? They're fantastic.
Yeah.
then you would know.
Very
Yeah,
solid.
then
you would like the song.
Then you know how great it is.
There was some like there's like a new Extreme Noise Terror record and they had it was like really good and then it was like some really cheesy song about coke. I can't remember what the song was called or whatever, but it was like all about like doing blow and all this stuff and it was just like
Doing up your nose.
why'd you do that? I mean, like, it wasn't necessary. Just stick with the meat is murder.
Just to interrupt, I opened the American Brown Ale. This is the North.
True North.
True North. Oh yeah, the True North. That's duh. I'm like,
Yeah.
Has like the sign that shows you the highway.
Also known as the Angelus Crest for any of you.
Angelus Crust.
Ah,
Well, on the
that's-
topic of Discharge,
there
I
you
figured.
go. That's a good band.
No, it's kind of like you, American Brown.
American Brown.
Yeah.
That would be me. American
the Phil
Brown
Vera beer.
Ale.
That's so adorable.
It's so adorable.
Kind of cute.
Thank you, Guac Brewery, for naming this after me. It's all American Brown, piece of shit. Go ahead.
So yeah, let me see.
And I'm done.
Anarchist from Mexico.
Oh,
Played,
yeah.
but it's
How were
just
they?
Pancho, the singer, and then like
By himself?
a bunch of dudes from the U.S. My friend Vernon, he
playing with
he
them
plays with them. He ran this label called Rigid Records out of Florida in the late '80s,
What did they put out?
and he put out the first Assuck 7-inch.
Oh, shit.
He put
okay.
out the first
I think I
Anarchist
have
record, and yeah, he put out a bunch of cool stuff. And he's been
Yeah,
around all
that
these years. and-
Anarchist Monastery split you put out is so good.
Yeah, so
I've talked to several. I know several friends that always mention like either. Actually, buddy Mateo, we were just talking about Monastery, that
Oh, yeah.
side, and I'm like, yeah, the Anarchist side is not fucking bad either. He's
Yeah.
like, oh no shit, man.
yeah.
I can't say that. That's embarrassed to say. I can't say I've heard that either of those bands.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. That was a full length album.
Yeah,
or
I put it out
split.
as a 12-inch. Yeah,
12-inch.
12-inch split, and it was that was like, let's say 93 or so,
Yeah,
93,
maybe it was
94.
a long time ago.
When was that first Assuck 7-inch? 90.
That was probably around 1990.
I was gonna say 91,
something like
maybe.
that. 90,
But
91.
yeah, maybe 90 actually.
something like that.
Fuck.
But no, but I guess they have.
crazy.
I guess they have several different lineups because Pancho is the only one who can
Come out of the country.
He's the only one who can leave the country. So,
so badass.
That's
So
insane, man.
and the other guys. So when he plays in Mexico, he plays with the guys from Mexico, And then when he travels, since the other guys can't leave the country, he has like a lineup of
That's
dudes from
wild.
the States,
All
and
set up.
then they travel. Yeah,
Dude, that's awesome.
yeah.
I want to be an anarchist.
I know exactly.
Put our names in the hat if you can.
Crude SS played.
Oh, cool.
You know, band from Sweden who's been
Yeah.
around since '79. Like
Yeah,
early
forever.
How were
crust. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, see, that didn't sound too promising.
They're
Pretty good.
they're pretty good.
Pretty.
So anyway, also saw Wolf Brigade.
Nice.
Systematic Death.
Oh, okay.
Systematic Death from Japan.
I don't want to.
Absolutely
oh, yeah,
killed.
Shit,
Oh, yeah,
that's
were they
awesome.
good?
So good. Yeah.
That's fucking rad.
Violator from Brazil. Didn't know
It's like,
anything.
oh, is that
don't-
dude? They're the.
I don't know anything about this band, but they killed it.
If
They're
I
so
remember,
good.
I could be getting the band wrong.
I'll say it anyways. It's all true.
Well,
isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, it's all
It's all
true.
true here.
Speak some
it's,
new truth.
If it's Violator, I thought there was a record that they had where like these two dudes, like obviously metal,
Violating each other.
metal hands that are doing like a
like
clasping like in not Commando, in Predator, like fucking Dylan and Schwarzenegger. Yeah, and one of their songs, I just can't remember, the main lines were like, what was it like? It was like 69, finger bang. I don't know if this is them. I could be getting this band wrong,
Oh my
but
God.
I thought it was
so.
I thought it was the funniest shit, and I was playing it at work and like blasting it, and I was like, dude, you heard this song? I'll have to do some homework on that because I could be totally wrong.
Yeah, we gotta.
That's good.
We gotta hear this.
Yeah, you don't want to tarnish their name with something like that.
that.
Wait, cue the music.
Yeah, I'll have to find it. If I find it, we'll play
yeah.
some Violator on this show. And
Infest played.
Ooh,
that was interesting, yeah.
I heard they're not that
They were
good now.
Yeah, they're mediocre.
Something about the bass.
old
yeah.
dudes, huh?
The Choked by Own Vomits closed out the night at 2:40 in the morning,
Jesus.
and I saw them.
Oh, you saw them?
Yeah.
How and?
Well, they're posers because they didn't choke on their own vomit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's total bullshit.
How was?
I was waiting for it. I stayed up till 2:40 in the morning, and nobody choked on their own vomit.
Were people
Or
all,
anyone
like,
else's.
raging for
Damn.
that shit? Were people
Oh
going
yeah,
nuts?
no,
Jesus.
people are going nuts the whole time. I saw some band at like, I don't know, it was around noon, and the people are just losing their minds, jumping off the stage, and like I said, people in costumes, like a guy dressed as a banana and whatever. People who are naked, people dressed in bondage stuff, people just barefoot. Like it's raining.
lead to, like-
It's like started pouring rain and it's muddy. It's just like the grossest hippie fest
That's
that
what I was
you've
saying.
ever
Does it lead
been
to like the
to.
people like passed out by the porta potties? And
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
There's like, in fact, I got a picture. But like, there's like the porta potties and a dumpster with like some guy passed out right there, right in between.
That's a good
everything.
spot.
Didn't make it to either one of them. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's on his way to one
a
or
good
the other.
spot.
Yeah, and
Good Lord.
but also speaking of things that you never see in America, I mean, basically this whole fest. But although I brought that up to somebody and they're like, "But what about Gathering of the Juggalos?"
Oh,
Like,
Very
see?
true.
Well, maybe
Haven't been-
I've
haven't-
never been to Gathering
been
of the
there.
Juggalos.
There's
so I
like
don't know.
there's like a certain elitism to like hardcore and shit. We're like, well, we're not the Juggalos.
Well,
are,
at
like,
least we're not Juggalos.
yeah, like those guys are like trashy and shit. But we just we have bands like fucking Razor Rape, and it's way more above ICP.
I know.
These guys, what are these guys, clowns? Oh yeah, we're talking about like the Manson family and shit in ours, so that we're superior.
Yeah.
We should throw our hat into that Gathering the Juggalos as well.
That would be one of the
Ooh,
greatest
yeah.
experiences ever.
We
I'm
got to
sure.
buy a lot of hats.
So no, but what I was gonna say is, speaking of things that would never happen in America, you know how lawsuit happy everyone is here, and like
Yeah.
everything there, aside from like I'm thinking, oh well, there's health code violations, there's this, there's whatever,
Racking it all up.
Yeah, exactly. There's people slipping in the mud, just like there was the Infest merch was set up in this little shack, like this rickety shack, like you'd see in an old frontier town, like Calico Ghost Town or something. Should be selling taffy
or
out of it
horror
or
movie.
something like that. Like, here's some old time taffy. But they're selling like Infest shirts instead. So it's like up, kind of slightly up from this walkway. So there's all this dirt there and this little ledge. It starts pouring down rain. People are walking up to this shack to see what we're selling. They see that it's not gore grind. Turn around, fall in the mud. I see one guy like twist his ankle. He's like he's falling down the hill, gets up and
Jesus.
he's like limping away. And I'm thinking, in the States, that guy would be suing the venue.
Oh yeah.
He'd be suing the promoter for unsafe conditions. He'd
suing Infest
be
for-
suing the bands
Yeah,
for
you.
setting up an unsafe environment where people are
But instead, he just fucked his ankle up and
he-
limped away.
yeah, he just fucked himself up and went and passed out by the dumpster. So that's how it should be. That's how
Yeah.
America should
Gosh
be
darn
and
it.
isn't.
God damn
I
it,
know.
learn.
Yeah, exactly.
How was the Infest set, man? I mean,
It was all right.
there's some video on YouTube. It looks. Well, first of all, it sounds amazing. The sound is absolutely
Yeah,
incredible.
the
Yeah, it
sound
does
was
sound
great.
really good.
But it looks. It looks insane. It's
Yeah.
in one of the videos, Joe's crowd surfing,
Yeah.
and it just kind of looks like all hell is breaking loose on stage, but like in a controlled setting. I suppose.
Yeah, that's the thing that's interesting is like it is like so crazy, just over the top insanity in every direction, but
Yeah.
yet it's more controlled that like when we play in LA and
Oh,
people are
yeah,
all over you and
yeah,
knocking
yeah.
your shit over.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't people were respectful. It's like it's
Yeah.
controlled chaos. Like everyone's going nuts, but they're not coming up and knocking your shit over,
Yeah, like,
and
don't
knocking
fuck
your
up the
tuning.
guy's gear.
Yeah,
Don't, like,
exactly.
yeah.
No one's stepping on your pedals or whatever. They're doing everything else possible but that, which is so cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Although I did notice they a little stage dive impaired. Everybody seemed to like go to the edge and then kind of like
Yeah,
either
stand there,
fall
scared.
or some guy had to come behind them and tell them like, "Hey, go," because they're just all, and they look kind of spastic up there, like 4-year-old children, sort of.
Not sure what to do.
Yeah,
Not
just like
sure if they should jump
I'm
in
on
the pool.
stage.
Is
I
it?
jump. Okay.
That's not like an American thing, is it? Stage diving. Like, that's
I don't
not-
know where. It
I've
kinda
never
originated.
played shows overseas, so I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's like, is that?
Yeah, they
I
know
feel
it.
like it's
I
common.
mean, they do, but
did.
I don't know where it originated or something.
Oh, I thought like maybe just in like overseas or in Europe, they're like not as keen on stage.
No, but
diving or
it just
something,
looked
or-
goofy as hell. I mean, it mixes with all the whole idea of that place. But
Ah.
I was noticing people like,
Goofy weirdos.
yeah, goofy weirdos that a little timid when it came to the stage.
Yeah,
I used to just launch when I was stage diving,
It's-
and I
Oh, yeah.
I paid the price
The,
several
the
times.
running cannonball is always a real shit move.
I remember it was DRI. Fuck, where was it at? I think the Palace.
Yeah.
You remember the Palace?
I-
It's now like called Avalon now. It's like a dance place.
Okay, yeah.
But I remember they were playing, and they said like everybody come up on stage for like the last few songs. So I'm like, fuck it. I went up there. There's a pit going on, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna run. So I'm gonna dive, and my fucking brilliant ass was like, got this running start and launched sideways and then turned so that like my ass is kind of going towards,
Yeah.
and my feet got caught like hit someone's like head or the side of their body, and my ass literally just went bam right on the fucking cement.
Yeah.
And I jumped up like
Really?
straight in the air because it was like the deepest part of my asshole. I felt this like sharp pain. And like I must have looked funny because I jumped straight up, was just holding my ass like, and then I basically went up to the balcony and watched the show from up there, just all like fucking,
Just defeated.
just defeated. That's my
Yeah.
stage dive story.
But Stormtroopers of Beer, which was Dan Loker
that
and
can't be good.
and the guys from General Surgery,
Oh, is that who
and
it
they
is?
just did the whole Speak English or Die
Oh, really?
album.
How was it? Was it okay?
Yeah, it was
It
great.
was cool?
Yeah, it was fun. And then
I was wondering if that had anything to do with the SOD.
yeah.
I had no clue.
None of them.
Yeah.
Nuclear Assault was really good.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. I thought they were done.
Yeah, I don't know.
guess
They
not.
came back from the dead. Victims were awesome. I think that was the last thing I saw. But the best thing is this. my dad today reached out to me. He's like, "Oh, are there any YouTube videos of your band playing this Czech thing?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I sent him a link. And later on, he sends me back a link. He's like, "Oh, here's one from earlier in the day where you can. It's during the day and there's not a whole lot of people there because it's really early, but you can see the size of the place. It looks pretty big." So I click on it. It's Meat Spreader at Obscene Extreme. So I just love that.
Your dad watched a meat spreader video.
I love that my dad sent me a link to Meat Spreader live.
genius.
I bet you it's like one of the. That's probably the only time that sentence has actually been spoken.
That's ever been said.
Meat spreader.
Meat spreader. How were they?
Pretty good.
In Poland.
It's kind of like early Helen Reddy.
And
It's,
that's, you look at the picture of these guys and like you know, a couple guys with longer hair, but like gray in their beard, look very respectable dudes. Just like
Gandalf-y.
normal guys, but then, yeah, no, my band's Meat Spreader.
What's I don't know, is it one who spreads meat? Like
I don't know what.
Are you
is that
just
a-
are you
is that a-
distributing it?
is that
You're just like,
occupation?
yeah.
Is that a Are you distributing meat?
Distributing it.
I would imagine.
I'm spreading it throughout the
I would
land.
imagine. I mean, in their context, it's
No.
probably getting in on the nitty gritty, if you know what I mean.
No, you know, I think it sounds
Right?
like they're vegans. Maybe.
Well,
I don't
you
know.
know.
That's the I guess Carcass started that whole thing.
I mean,
with
if you told
the whole,
someone
like-
if you told someone I'm gonna go spread some meat, what do you
They're
automatically
gonna,
think?
they're gonna have some pate.
my mind went right,
Right?
to pate.
See,
I swear
thank
to
you.
God.
or
Thank
like
you.
pastrami?
No, I mean it went right to pate.
No,
on
we have
crusty
more
bread, which is
sophisticated taste. But
I guess
yeah,
so.
yeah, you know.
Hey, Ryan and I
my
are thinking
palate's
pate.
a little bit refined. I don't know.
You guys
what
are
you're
thinking
talking
pate.
about.
All right, this is what Hour of the
Oh,
Barbarian.
Hour of the Barbarian. This is Chris Dodge.
Phil Vera.
Ryan Harkins.
And before we go, I want to say you can hear us now on iTunes. Please listen on iTunes, and while you're listening on iTunes, please leave starting to freestyle. Sorry, went the whole Fat Boys thing there. Leave a wicker review when you're listening, and say how awesome we are. The more
Rate us
reviews,
5 stars.
more reviews that you leave, the better placement we get when people are looking for it.
And
the more gold lines our pockets. and
Yeah,
believe me,
exactly.
They're quite lined
the
already.
the more free ads we put on here. So.
And the harder we come.
And one, speaking of, you can also hear us. Core of Destruction Radio is going to be broadcasting the show for us. They're going to re-air it
Nice.
from now on. So coreofdestructionradio.com. You can log in there and listen to it. I don't know when it airs, but it's up to you.
Check it out.
You check it out. Why don't you do that? And yeah,
Piss off,
wiki,
you
wiki,
wanker.
wiki, yeah.
Wiki wanker.